My name is Sam. Welcome into BookSmart. Let's get right down to these Week 8 NFL player props, baby. And we're going to start on Sunday Night Football because we got to throw a Chicago bet in here. We always got to throw the Bears in here somehow, either against them, for them. And we're actually going to go a player prop for the Bears in this matchup against the Los Angeles Chargers. And that player is going to be DJ Moore, over 56.5 receiving yards at -115. The homie Tyson's been balling out. He's the best quarterback I think I've seen in Chicago since Jay Cutler, bro. That's all I'm going to say, dude. But Tyson's looking like he's got that Brock Purdy swag, even though Brock Purdy ain't looking that good, so that was a bad comparison. But either way, he's looking good. Game script is going to be great for this one. Bears are going to be down. The Chargers are going to be scoring, and it means that Tyson's going to be forced to throw the football in this game. The Chargers are going to be very focused. This is the one little concern I have, but I still think he's going to hit it. The Chargers are going to shut the run game down. You know, Deontay Foreman, the running backs, they're not going to, Roschon Johnson, they're not going to be able to run the football, which is going to mean that the play action is going to be non-existent. So Tyson Bagent is going to have to play under center and then just throw the football. And he's not going to have that luxury of being able to do the play action pass, and then those routes are going to be open because of how good the Bears' run game is. The run game isn't going to be as successful as it was, but the Chargers' defensive secondary is so bad that Tyson going to be able to throw those long balls to DJ, and DJ's that security blanket. He's that good wide receiver that Tyson's going to rely on, and I think he hits this over 56.5. Last week he had 54 yards. He got close against a better Raiders secondary. Maybe not that great, but they were better, I think, in this game and the Bears had the lead in that game as well. So in a game that they're not going to have the lead, DJ Moore is going to be forced to step up more, and Tyson Bagent is going to be forced to throw the ball downfield. So give me DJ Moore over 56.5 receiving yards against the Los Angeles Chargers. Let's move over now to the Texans versus the Carolina Panthers, and we're going to go with Adam Thielen here, over 65.5 receiving yards. This is at +100 on PointsBet. Thielen and Bryce Young have had amazing chemistry to start the season, the young rookie's career, and Adam Thielen has a 26.1% target share, not the highest, but if Terrace Marshall is benched for no reason again, then we will see Thielen continue to do what he's been doing. He's had 3 100-plus yard receiving games already this season. He's crossed this mark in 4 of his 6 games in Carolina. The spread's at 3.5 for Houston, so it's going to be a close game. I think even though the Houston Texans are top 5 best in receiving yards allowed to wide receivers, Frank Wright knows that Adam Thielen is the X factor. If Bryce Young is going to succeed, if Bryce Young is going to have a good game and get the Panthers the win, Adam Thielen needs to be on. He needs to catch balls, and he needs to go over 65.5 yards. I think he needs to get into the 70s in order for the Panthers to win this game, because when Adam Thielen's not on and Adam Thielen's not getting the ball, the Panthers aren't good. So Adam Thielen needs to be involved. Him and Bryce Young have just had that synergy together, baby, and he's the X factor. So give me Adam Thielen over 65.5 receiving yards at +100 on PointsBet. And this one's a little out of the box. This is kind of a contrarian pick right here, but we are going to go with Kazir White over 8.5 tackles plus assists at +105 on DraftKings Sportsbook. White has only hit this in 3 of 7 games this season. But, you know, this game just seems like the type of game that he's going to get it right, facing up against the Baltimore Ravens, who run the ball more than 50% of the time. They're second in the league in most rushing attempts. Probably a lot of that is because they've been blowing teams out. All they've had to do is run the football, and this is going to be another one of those games. They're going to be blowing the Cardinals out of their own stadium in Arizona. And every time, so Kazir White had 5 tackles plus assists last week, which was terrible, but every time he doesn't reach this over 8.5, he always comes through with a double-digit game. It's happened already twice this season, so I see another, even if he doesn't reach double digits, he is going to get to 9 tackles plus assists in this game. Baltimore is going to be running up the throat of the Cardinals, which means that Kazir is going to get in there and just make those tackles over and over again, with how often the Ravens run the football. And even though they'll pass a little bit in this game just because Arizona's secondary secondary is bad too. I really just think that Kazir White, at a certain point, the Ravens are just going to continue to run the football so much that Kazir White is going to get his hands involved and make some tackles. So give me Kazir White over 8.5 tackles plus assists at plus 105 on DraftKings. But I'm thinking the Indianapolis Colts at plus 110 could be an upset at home. The way they lost last week to Cleveland, I just think that they could maybe get it done. But I don't know, man. There's something that's just holding me back from it. But we will see what happens. But anyway, we'll see what happens for this week 8. This has been BookSmart, and I'll talk to you guys later.